Hello everyone, this is the Earth Archives. The opening of the 2024 Paris Olympics has been criticized miserably, and many companies have even withdrawn their sponsorship. But more importantly, many evidences show that this Olympics is still losing money. Let's learn about history today. Top 10 Olympic Games that lost money. Before the show starts, please help subscribe, like and turn on the little bell. This will help the Earth Archives grow. The show starts. The Olympic Games, a pinnacle of global sportsmanship, have evolved into a massive spectacle requiring immense financial investment. Hosting the Olympics is both a prestigious honor and a daunting economic challenge. Over the years, the costs associated with staging the Games have soared, often resulting in significant financial losses for the host cities. This article delves into the 10 most expensive Olympic Games in history, examining the reasons behind their staggering expenses and the severe financial repercussions. Through detailed analysis, we will uncover the common themes and unique circumstances that led to these financial outcomes. Sochi 2014 Winter Olympics. The Sochi 2014 Winter Olympics are infamous for being the most expensive in history, with costs reaching approximately $50 billion. The reasons behind this exorbitant expenditure include extensive infrastructure projects, high security costs, and widespread corruption. Russia aimed to transform Sochi into a year-round resort, leading to the construction of new venues, hotels, roads, and a high-speed rail line. However, the legacy of these investments remains mixed, with many facilities underutilized and ongoing maintenance costs burdening the local economy. Corruption and mismanagement also played significant roles, with allegations that a substantial portion of the funds was siphoned off through fraudulent contracts. Beijing 2008 Summer Olympics. The Beijing 2008 Summer Olympics cost approximately $44 billion, reflecting China's determination to showcase its emergence as a global power. The Chinese government invested heavily in iconic venues such as the Bird's Nest Stadium and the Water Cube, as well as extensive improvements in transportation infrastructure. However, many of these facilities have seen limited use since the Games, and the cost of maintaining them remains high. The financial losses were exacerbated by the need to relocate residents and businesses, leading to social and economic disruptions. The sheer scale of the investment and the focus on grandeur over sustainability contributed to the long-term financial challenges. London 2012 Summer Olympics. The London 2012 Summer Olympics, with a total cost of around $15 billion, are often cited as a model of effective urban regeneration. The Games transformed East London into the thriving Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. However, the costs were significant, driven by the need to construct new sports venues, housing and transport links. While the long-term benefits have been positive, with many facilities repurposed for community use, the initial financial outlay was substantial. The financial losses were mitigated by careful planning and legacy planning, but the immediate economic impact on public finances was still considerable. Rio de Janeiro 2016 Summer Olympics. The Rio de Janeiro 2016 Summer Olympics incurred costs of approximately $13.1 billion. The Brazilian government invested heavily in new sports venues, transportation infrastructure and security. However, the Games were overshadowed by political instability, economic recession, and corruption allegations. The financial losses were compounded by the underutilization of venues and the failure to deliver promised social benefits. Many facilities fell into disrepair, and the economic impact on the local population was limited. The combination of high costs, mismanagement, and lack of long-term planning led to significant financial challenges. 5. Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics. The Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympics, postponed to 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, cost approximately $12.6 billion. The pandemic significantly altered the financial landscape, with the absence of spectators leading to a loss of anticipated revenue. Despite heavy investments in new sports facilities and infrastructure, the financial losses were substantial due to the increased costs of health protocols and the economic impact of the pandemic. The Japanese government faced challenges in balancing the immediate financial burden with the long-term benefits of the investments. Athens 2004 Summer Olympics. The Athens 2004 Summer Olympics, costing around 11 billion, aim to return the Games to their historic roots. Greece invested heavily in new sports venues, transportation improvements and urban regeneration projects. However, the financial burden of the Games contributed to the country's economic difficulties in subsequent years. Many Olympic facilities fell into disuse, and the long-term economic benefits were limited. The combination of high costs, inadequate legacy planning, and the broader economic context led to severe financial losses and contributed to Greece's later financial crisis. Barcelona 1992 Summer Olympics. The Barcelona 1992 Summer Olympics, with costs around 9.7 billion, are often hailed as a successful example of urban transformation. The Games revitalized the city with significant investments in sports facilities, transport infrastructure and urban regeneration. Despite the high costs, the financial losses were mitigated by the long-term benefits, including increased tourism and economic activity. The success of the Barcelona Games demonstrated the potential for the Olympics to drive sustainable urban development, but the initial financial outlay was still substantial. Seoul 1988 Summer Olympics. The Seoul 1988 Summer Olympics cost an estimated 8 billion and marked South Korea's emergence on the global stage. The Games were a catalyst for significant infrastructure development, including new sports facilities, highways, and an international airport. While the initial costs were high, the financial losses were offset by the long-term benefits of the investments, which laid the foundation for South Korea's rapid economic growth. The successful integration of cultural elements and effective legacy planning helped mitigate the financial impact. Sydney 2000 Summer Olympics. The Sydney 2000 Summer Olympics, costing around $5.5 billion, were widely regarded as one of the best organized games in history. Australia invested heavily in new sports venues, transportation infrastructure and urban development. The financial losses were mitigated by strategic planning and community engagement, with many facilities repurposed for community use and the Olympic Park becoming a major recreational area. The success of the Sydney Olympics highlighted the importance of careful planning and a clear legacy strategy in ensuring long-term benefits. 10 Nagano 1998 Winter Olympics. The Nagano 1998 Winter Olympics, with costs of approximately $2.2 billion, were notable for their emphasis on environmental sustainability. Japan invested in new sports facilities, transportation improvements, and environmental conservation projects. However, some venues have faced challenges in finding long-term use, raising questions about the sustainability of investments in winter sports facilities. The financial losses were driven by the high costs of environmental projects and the limited post-Games utilization of some facilities. Analysis of common themes. Several common themes emerge from the analysis of these 10 most expensive Olympic Games. Infrastructure investments. The majority of the costs were driven by the need to construct new sports venues, transportation infrastructure, and urban development projects. While these investments can provide long-term benefits, they also carry significant financial risks if not carefully planned and managed. Security costs. The increasing need for security at the Olympics has driven up costs significantly. Host cities must invest heavily in ensuring the safety of athletes, spectators, and officials, leading to substantial financial outlays. Legacy planning. The long-term financial impact of the Olympics is heavily influenced by the effectiveness of legacy planning. Cities that successfully repurpose Olympic facilities and integrate them into the community can mitigate financial losses and generate lasting benefits. Political and economic context. The broader political and economic context of the host city and country plays a crucial role in determining the financial outcomes of the Olympics. Political instability, economic recession and corruption can exacerbate financial challenges. Management and governance. Effective management and governance are critical in controlling costs and ensuring the successful execution of the Games. Mismanagement, fraud and corruption can lead to significant financial losses. Conclusion. The Olympic Games are a celebration of global sportsmanship and cultural exchange, but they also carry significant financial risks. The 10 most expensive Olympics in history highlight the challenges and opportunities associated with hosting the Games. While the costs can be staggering, careful planning, effective management, and a clear legacy strategy can help mitigate financial losses and generate long-term benefits. The experiences of these host cities provide valuable lessons for future Olympic organizers, emphasizing the importance of balancing short-term spectacle with long-term sustainability.